pimping time, let's go. This is the back before, and this is the front before. And today we're gonna redo it. And this is the front in its entirety. And this is gonna get a whole new look and a whole new vibe today. And this is the back in its entirety. Blah. Let's do this shit. Alright guys, so welcome to my new little video series. I don't know what I'm gonna call it. I'm thinking about cool names like DIY, Scumbag Sleaze Guy, or something like that. I don't know if the exposure is too high right now. I think maybe it is, so I will block out the sun a little bit. I hope it doesn't get too dark. No, I don't think so. This is perfect. So, I've got 6 pistols in the background. I hope it doesn't bother you. I will turn the volume down. So, this is my vest. I bought this at our local clothing store called Hulo. They sell cool clothes, Jack and Jones, basic streetwear and stuff. I love Jack and Jones. I bought this as a jeans jacket. This was not looking like this when I bought it. It was just a plain, old, boring, normal jeans jacket. All of this is custom. I made it myself, and today I'm gonna take you through it, and also we're gonna pimp it some more together. I have some cool stuff here. I'm gonna show you what I do. I have saving up some clothing I can't use anymore, like this. This used to be a t-shirt. I cut the sleeves off, and it's got paint and stuff all over it, and this doesn't come out in the washer. So, that being said, I'm gonna cut out this. I don't know if you can see it. There we go. I'm gonna cut out this guy right here, and we're gonna not sew him on, we're gonna glue him on, because sewing takes so much time. I've been pimping my clothing since I was like maybe 12, 13 years old. I've been doing this kind of stuff, me and my friend. We were always sewing and stitching. It takes so long. Just a patch like this can take 20 to 30 minutes to sew on, and it's just so time consuming. So if you just slap some textile limb, some fabric glue under here, it works fine. This doesn't come out in the first place, and if it does, you just slap some more glue on there. It takes some hours to dry, but life hack always takes a couple of minutes like this to dry. So I'm gonna show you this in a minute. This what it is. It takes a minute for me to ease into the English. I will show you guys these t-shirts, what t-shirts they are that are ruined, what we're gonna use. But first I will take you through my vest that used to be a jacket. So I'm gonna show you a little quickly here. I cut out some leopard print and glued it onto here, to the collar, and I think it looks really cool. On the inside you can see it doesn't look 100%. You can, before you glue it on, you can cut, but hey, it's punk, it's DIY, it looks cool, and I think it looks cooler this way than if you sit with precision like, suck at English. If you sit here cutting it in a straight line, this looks more awesome and cooler, I think. So when you do this, I don't have a blueprint or a plan. This is a progress. It started out as a jacket with just this leopard print here and the pocket here, and then I expanded it to a vest, and then the patch came, and then I saw Tammy Down in a video, and he had a name tag saying asshole, and I thought, who would be cool to have one saying Rask, but I think I'm gonna change it to one saying asshole, but because it looked so cool. It says Rask now. Some safety pins. It's all about feeling. I'm thinking about putting it there. I'm gonna think about it a few days. A few days go by, I still think it's a good idea, and then I sit here with all my ideas and make them come to life. And it's therapeutic for me. I love it. It's a way for me to slow down my thoughts in my head. I just go on autopilot, sit here and do it. Some safety pins here, that would look nice. Yeah, fuck it, let's do it. Some safety pins in the pocket, yeah, looked cool. And they stayed. Here you can see I have two I don't know what they're called, but straight lines with jean fabric going down here. So I thought it wouldn't be cool if I made both of them leopard. It would be too much and too symmetrical. It looks more cool and punk rock like this. So one stayed like it was and one became leopard, and then I put a Murderdolls pin in there. And one pocket became leopard print and one pocket is not. I don't want both pockets. That would be like I'm dressed up for Schlagerfestivalen and now I'm dressed for the streets of London. You know what I mean? Not really. And what more? Yeah, here it was just normal stitching, looked kind of boring. So yeah, let's put some leopard print there. Kiss Army, I put it here, so I had to cut out the point here, but it looked kind of cool. And what else here? Yeah, some studs here going all the way down here. And now let's show you the back before we start pimping it some more. And the back is the coolest part of it, I think. Here we go. This is the coolest part, the back. I just painted this room green, so I haven't had the time to put on the paintings on the wall yet. So it's so plain and boring. Anyways, here we go. Here is the back, and this is blä. And what is blä, you might think? In the 90s in Sweden, it was a popular television show on public service TV called Bert, and the bad guy, the bully, but the bully who somewhere had a heart and stood up for his friends when the real bullies came. He had a cool leather jacket saying blä on the back, and I don't remember if he had a skull on the back or if it was just saying blä. I think it was just saying blä. But I wanted a Backyard Babies inspired skull. I didn't want to rip it straight off, so I took their logo and I made some slight changes to it, and I think it looks kind of cool. And blä means like nasty. I don't like this. You say blä when something tastes like shit, when you hear music you don't like, or stuff you don't like is simply blä in Sweden. That's why it says blä. Skull, studs, and on the upper back it says Shotgun Messiah, and I think all of y'all know what Shotgun Messiah is, and if you don't, you have some homework to do. Shotgun Messiah is one of the best bands ever. They weren't that big. They went to Los Angeles, got a little name for themselves, got a video played on MTV. I think it was Don't Care About Nothing. Released the second album without Sinisan called Second Coming. Also good, but it ain't the first one, but I love Second Coming too. Anyway, Shotgun Messiah, not a bad song in their discography, so Shotgun Messiah was a natural choice for me because the name sounds so fucking cool. I could have easily put Pretty Boy Floyd up here. I love Pretty Boy Floyd, one of my hero bands, but if I put Pretty Boy Floyd up there, most people wouldn't know what it is, and when I put Shotgun Messiah up here, most people don't know what it is either, but Shotgun Messiah sounds a lot more, way more fucking cooler than Pretty Boy Floyd. So that's why I took Shotgun Messiah, because that's the coolest band name out of all the bands I listen to, I think. Shotgun Messiah. One hard word, one soft word put together, and together it becomes even harder. Shotgun Messiah. I don't know what it is, but I don't want to mess with that guy. I'm not talking about me, I'm talking about the Shotgun Messiah himself. I don't know who it is, but I know I sure as hell don't want to mess with him. Down here, Motley Crue. No-brainer. Been loving Motley Crue since I was a small child, and I think it puts a vibe I want to the vest. I had a vibe in mind putting this vest together, and I will tell you about that vibe in a minute if I remember. Sometimes I tell you I'm going to do stuff and then I totally forget about it. But these little leopard details are a what do you say? This English fucking thing, guys. I don't know what the word is. I'm trying to be smart and think of words ahead in my head, and then I get caught up in my own spiderweb. Small little leopard details here and there to give as a whole impression to put it, to tie it nicely together, so to speak. That's a nice way of saying it. I think the small leopard details here and there puts it together nicely. And these studs run all the way down here on the jacket. They are put on the details, on the leopard details as well. I thought about making all of these black, but it took so long for it to dry, and the blow dryer didn't do nothing. So only one of them stayed black. And on the other side as well, the same. So I think it looks kind of cool. Collar up here, and that's the way the vest is right now. I think I got you up to speed. I don't think I missed something. So now, let's pimp this up. I'm gonna show you what t-shirts, ruined t-shirts, I'm gonna use and how I'm gonna use it. Yeah, I forgot. I was gonna tell you about the vibe first of this jacket. The vibe I had in mind. Maybe you think I'm childish, and you can if you want to. This is my jacket, this is my life, this is my feelings, this is my channel, this is my personal preferences. You don't have to watch it, you don't have to like it, you don't have to be here. That being said, I don't want your opinion. You can give your opinion on your channel. On my channel, I want to express my opinion. Me expressing my opinion doesn't necessarily mean me asking for your opinion. Maybe I'm being a little hostile here. I didn't want to come out that way, but coming off the Swedish drama platform, I have to make things very clear. I'm used to it being that way. I'm not asking for anyone's opinion necessarily because I'm expressing my opinion and personal preferences, because that's what I do on my channel. So keep that in mind now when I tell you the vibe I'm going for on this jeans vest. Now imagine like a cartoon or a animated Pixar, Disney, DreamWorks movie. The nasty, angry, scary kid next door. Not bully, but imagine like Sid from Toy Story. This is something Sid easily could wear. Now he wears a simple black skull t-shirt, blue jeans and Converse, I think, but this would fit him nicely. And that's the vibe I'm going for. Imagine Sid from Toy Story. Imagine biker mice from Mars. A street sleaze. That's the vibe I'm going for on this jeans jacket. And I think I succeeded pretty well and pretty nicely with that. Now, first off, I have this Pantera t-shirt, Cowboys from Hell. Cowboys from Hell is my favorite album with Pantera by far. Released the year I was born, 1990, I think. I'm not so fond of this saloon bar picture here, so I don't think I'm gonna use it in any way. The Pantera logo I'm gonna cut out, and I don't know if I'm gonna use it here and now and for this project, but I'm gonna use some of these t-shirts, and while I'm at it with the scissors, I might as well go ahead and save future me some time. So I'm gonna cut it out. But what I know that I'm gonna use from this t-shirt is not the Pantera logo right now, but the Cowboys from Hell. So I'm not gonna cut out a simple square. I'm gonna cut out this little part here first, and then I'm gonna cut out the Pantera. So I think the Pantera itself will be a cool shoulder back piece for another jacket or another vest in another video another time, because I have Shotgun Messiah up here. And I don't want to... I want Shotgun Messiah, I want to keep it there. But I forgot to tell you how I did the letters and the skull. So what I did was I took a white hoodie, turned it inside out, drew a skull 3 times, and I were unhappy. And on the fourth time I was happy, and cut it out and switched sides, so the paint is on the other side. And then I simply stitched it on and glued it on. So it's glue under and then stitching around. And then I did the same thing for the lettering, but it was kind of tricky to do this because I had to think, how to say this, I had to think upside down, backwards, when I cut out, when I wrote the letters and when I cut it out, because I had the shirt inside out, because I didn't want drawing markers. I didn't want markings from the drawing on the lettering. So that's how I did it. Now, back to this. And on the back I have this too. Pantera, Cowboys from Hell. Gonna cut out the little Cowboys from Hell part, use that, and then cut out the Pantera part and use that another time. We'll see. And as I told you before, we have the Misfits t-shirt that I cut the sleeves off, and I'm gonna cut out the Crimson Skull and use, I don't know where I'm gonna use the Crimson Skull. I don't think I'm gonna use it on my jeans vest, or maybe I will, and if I will, I'm gonna place him here underneath the leopard pocket, because this is leopard on the other side, so if I place it here, right over the pocket, I think that would be kind of cool. I don't know. I don't even know if it would fit. Let's see. Let's see if it would. Yes, it would. I think it would fit exactly. And it would look kind of cool, I think. I was thinking it. I don't want a battle vest with, you know, that. I don't think that, you know, the Metallica, Exodus, Megadeth guys with battle vests of jeans jackets, they may turn into vests, the band patches all squarely sewed on. That doesn't look cool. No soul and no feeling. I want that patch right there because it looks cool. Not because I want to show all the bands that I like and put so many bands that I possibly can on there. That's not aesthetically what I'm going for, and that's not my vibe, and that's not my thing. So, I might even, on some clothing, put a band that's not my favorite band in the world, but it's something that goes nicely along with the vibe I'm going for on some clothing. I put a leather jacket together as well, that's kind of horror inspired. And then I have the last t-shirt. The last t-shirt, which is this. Blue Fox Stockholm. This t-shirt has done, it's run its course. I just have to take myself some snooze. This t-shirt has run its course, or I don't know what you say, but the fabric has started falling apart, so I'm gonna cut everything out except the Blue Fox part. I love Blue Fox, and I have no problem wearing Blue Fox t-shirts, but I don't want to put it on my custom clothing, their logo, and if I do, I could easily give the impression that it's one of their items, and it's not. If anything, I would put my own logo on there, but I don't have one. And a dream I have is maybe in the future to accept custom orders, and maybe I can show in videos when I customize it and talk about stuff. Maybe the customer that orders a custom piece wants me to talk about this certain thing in a video while making his or her custom piece, and that would be so cool. But that's just fantasies and future dreams for now, but it would be cool. That being said, what I'm going to use on this t-shirt is this skull. I'm going to cut it out, and this Stockholm piece, I'm going to cut it out because I'm not necessarily, I wouldn't call myself, say that I live in Stockholm, but I live right outside of Stockholm. For someone not living in Sweden, that person would probably say that I live in Stockholm, and if not, right outside of Stockholm. So that being said, I'm very proud of the Swedish Scandinavian sleaze music underground hard rock scene. Bands like Crash Diet, Crazy Licks, Confess, you can go on and on, Hardcore Superstar, all the great underground sleaze bands active right now are from Sweden. So that's something I'm very proud of and something I want to promote on my vest. So I'm going to cut out the skull, I'm going to cut out this Stockholm part, and I'm going to use it somewhere on the vest. I don't really know where, maybe under the blade. I don't know. I know I'm going to find a nice space for the skull and the Stockholm part. So now that you know what I'm going to do, I'm gonna take you through what we now are going to do. I'm gonna cut this stuff out, and this is gonna be not like a mukbang, but while I sit here pysslar, as we say in Sweden, you're gonna make me company, and we're gonna have a nice little chat, and I'm gonna talk about some stuff, and you're gonna watch me if you want to. And I have something to talk about that I thought about before, that first I thought, nah, let's not talk about it. Why? But it's an excellent thing to talk about while I make this or cut this stuff out. And it's the comment section on this channel. As I told you in my introduction video, which is my video with Wednesday 13, my album review, I said I am a Swedish creator, drama creator. I have 159,000 subscribers on the Swedish YouTube scene, and I get between 10,000 to 40,000 views on my videos, depending on what I'm talking about, of course. A video vlog about myself and my life may get between 10 to 20,000 views, 10 to 15,000 views, and a drama video, depending on what it is, can get easily up to 40, 50,000 views. These videos doesn't get that many views, but I'm not saying that to show off or something. The reason I'm saying that is to put you in context for the next thing I'm going to tell you, which is the comment section. Because of me making drama on the Swedish platform, people have strong feelings and strong opinions about me, of course. And I'm not against it. Go ahead. I open my mouth, open yours, say what you want, but on your social media. People come in here commenting in Swedish on my videos about irrelevant stuff to what I'm talking about, thinking that I'm gonna even respond to it or even gonna keep it. And I'm blocking that because I want comments relevant to the subject I'm talking about. This channel is first and foremost English speaking, and I want English in the algorithms, so anything but English I'm gonna delete, even if it's about rock and roll. And that's not to be an asshole, that is because I think I know how the algorithm works, and I don't want Swedish here. I want this channel to be a international channel, so everyone can watch it and understand it. So I'm excluding Swedish here, and I'm blocking that. So that being said, Swedish comments that's from people that might not like me, they will get blocked from this channel. Anyone that comments anything irrelevant to what I'm talking about, which is heavy metal and horror, will get blocked from my channel. And that's simply because I didn't make this channel as an extension of my Swedish drama platform. The other way around. I made this channel as an escape from that, to talk about my passion and as a way to talk about my passions and connect with people, because I'm watching these channels myself and I love them. I watch all these channels and live streams, and I have for a long time thought heavy metal is my passion. I post on my Instagram about heavy metal every day, and it's a logical step for me. It's almost weird why I haven't done this before. I did it before, but then I didn't have to follow through as it took. This is something now that I thought about for a long while and wanted to do, and asked my friends like months ago, and I had it in my head since then, and I still think it's a good idea. And it's a way for me to, because I often listen to a new record by a band I like, and I want to express my opinion, but I have no one to express it to, because most of my friends don't like the bands and artists that I like, even if we may like the same genre and the same artists. So that's a nice way to connect with people that might, I like Wednesday 13 too, and I like that period as well, or stuff like that. That is the that's why I made this channel. I didn't make this channel to sit here and talk about the drama that I'm talking about on the Swedish platform. Then I could have just done videos on that channel. Here I want to connect with new people with similar interests as me, and it's very clear to me that these persons coming here commenting stuff in Swedish, they don't even like heavy metal, because heavy metal people don't act that way. First and foremost, it's the EDM people, house people, the electronic radio music. But you know what I'm saying. those kind of people are coming here for the Swedish drama, and they don't give a shit about heavy metal. And this channel is all about heavy metal. And if you come here looking for drama, you have nothing here to do. I understand that you would like answers and you would like, but that's not. This is heavy metal. Du ryker som ett ånglok, so to speak. I don't want that here. Here I want to talk about my passions, my hobbies, which is heavy metal. And it's going to be a lot. I have already started asking a couple of friends from Swedish bands. Yesterday I talked to Ludwig from Swedish band Confess, asked if would Confess maybe be willing to partake in an interview on my new English channel. And he said that is not impossible at all. Talk to Elliot, he said, and I will do that because me and Elliot follow each other and like each other's stuff, and we have talked before and we have a good relationship. So I will definitely contact Joe Elliott of Confess, and I think that's a good interview maybe to start out with if he is willing. I don't know why we wouldn't say no. I'm promoting his music, but he's also the singer of Crash Diet, a very great Swedish bands. One of my favorite bands ever. I started listening to Crash Diet in 2005. I saw them live during that year, like I think 8 to 10 times. Met them several times. I've met Dave Leppard. I have his autograph, and this is what I mean. I can make videos showing my heavy metal stuff and my autograph and all of that stuff. I can't do that on my Swedish channel. They don't fucking care about that stuff. They don't. Hey, why do you show us this shit? It would literally say in the comments. If I made that video, if I made it here, people, oh fuck, how cool, tell us more. Because it's like-minded people loving heavy metal here. When I moved away and when I got my first son, I gave a lot of cool stuff away to a guy called Grave Robert. He's a great friend of mine. I love him. He moved to England, and I gave him my original copy of Slipknot's Mate, Feed, Kill, Repeat. It was numbered. It was a colored vinyl. I think it was green, maybe. And I bought that for 50 Swedish crowns. That is literally like $5 back in 03, 04 maybe, at a place called Bengans in Stockholm. In a what's it called? Special price bucket. So I bought it, and I gave that to him. To this day, I still think he has it. And also 2004, I met Slipknot in Gothenburg and got their album signed, Volume 3, The Subliminal Verses, by all the original members. I shook all of their hands. Don't you think I gave that album to Grave Robert? I gave him my whole fucking heavy metal collection, I think. That being said, it would be cool making a video, maybe borrowing this stuff. I would never tell him, hey, I want it back, because I gave it to him, and he's to this day passionate heavy metal fan, still is living that life, and I'm not. So it's in the right place. But it would be cool sometimes when he visits Sweden if he would bring some of that stuff with him, and I could maybe make a video and show it and tell the story behind it. And that could be kind of cool for him too, to show maybe his friends, do you want to know the story about this? Here, let's watch this. I don't know, I don't think that's impossible, because his parents live 10 minutes car ride from me. And I think that would be kind of cool. Maybe he could even be in a video, talk about his... It's endless possibilities here. Stuff I can't do on my Swedish channel, stuff I didn't even dream or dare to think about, I can now all of a sudden think about. So I get ideas all the time. Oh yeah, like this idea, I got it today. I was gonna do this anyway, so I thought, hey, let's pick up the camera and show people who might be interested how I do and what. And people use these videos as well as company while they clean their house or work or do stuff and have in the background, and it feels like you're hanging out and you're not alone. I'm sitting here cutting skulls and you're touching your genitals or playing computer whatever the fuck you're doing. We're making each other company, you and I. And I think that's great. But all of these Swedish comments from the drama community will be deleted, and they are more than welcome here if they like heavy metal, and they are more than welcome here to comment as well. But if you're commenting, I want the comment to be relevant to heavy metal, to what I'm posting. Maybe if the video is about now Rob Zombie is going out on tour or something, I'm talking about that, and then the comment has to be relevant to the subject, and it has to be in English. Otherwise, I will permanently block you from my channel, because I don't want that kind of stuff, and I don't want Swedish here. Now, I'm not gonna bore you with the same stuff, so I'm gonna quit nagging about that, you know, and you understand now, I think. Anyways, guys, I would be more than happy to take requests if you would like me to make a reaction of a certain song or a certain video or a certain band, or I'm also thinking about once a week summarizing the news from the heavy metal world. This or that has happened, but not only news. This channel is bringing the dirt to the table. Also talk about the gossip and the dirty stuff. Not so serious maybe. Let's talk about the gossip too. I heard that this band may be reuniting, or, you know, I want to keep all doors open, all heavy metal's doors open. I have a question for you. Do you understand what I say? Or am I insufferable speaking English, or can I make myself understood? I think I can, because if you answer that question, clearly you understood. So maybe I answered my own question with my own stupidity. So the skull is coming nicely along. I think I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. Skull is done. And the Stockholm part I'm gonna cut nicer. Now fuck, this looks like a cool, really cool logo. Stockholm, Scandinavia, the capital of Scandinavia. Alright, so some time has passed, and oh, the Ramones on the TV. It's very loud. Rock, rock, rock and roll high school. Alright, so I thought about it for a second. I've had now Shotgun Messiah on the back for a while and saying blah. And I'm kind of tired of it, the blah. It's cool and it's fun. But then I got to thinking, I could make something very cool out of this. I place the Cowboys from Hell here on the shoulders. Then I keep the skull in the middle, and then under that I place this Stockholm patch. That way, Cowboys from Hell Stockholm, that sounds like a motorcycle club or something, which it isn't. It's something I made up, of course, but it looks aesthetically really cool. Look at this. Cowboys from Hell Stockholm. It looks very DIY and I like it very, very much. Oh, this would be so cool! Now I'm having second thoughts about the skull as well. Oh my lord, look at this. If I covered the skull with the crimson skull and then had Stockholm under that, that looks very, very cool, doesn't it? But then I would have to remove the skull, otherwise the Crimson Ghost would have crossbones, and that looks kind of cool, I guess, but you can clearly see it's not the same skull. So now I don't know, what should I do? Should I keep the Backyard Babies inspired skull, or should I put the Crimson Ghost skull, the Crimson Skull here? I don't know. It looks so cool either way. This looks more biker, hardcore, very cool. And this looks very punk. And this vest, I think the Crimson Skull goes very nicely along with the leopard leopard collar, doesn't it? It looks very cool together with the jeans, blue jeans fabric, the leopard fabric collar, and the crimson skull, along with the black and white Cowboys from Hell and the black and white Stockholm. I think it looks so fucking cool. But then I would have to remove all the stitching, which is not that hard to do. Maybe I could remove this skull if I wanted to. Question is if I want to. This looks cool as well. Nah, I'm gonna keep it like this for now, I think. What do you think? Help me out here, help me out. Should I remove the skull, add the Crimson Ghost? Or should I keep... Yeah, for now, this looks cooler, a little more pirate, and I will keep the Crimson Skull for something else cool. So what I'm gonna do now is simply put glue under here, put it onto there, press down on it like this, and go with a hair blow dryer like this. And that's not that interesting, so I will show you the results when I'm completely done pimping it for today.
A few moments later.
So, welcome back. It's the middle of the night. My family is asleep, so I'm gonna talk quietly, or as quietly as I possibly can. I'm in the living room watching TV. I am finishing up the vest right now, and I will soon show you a last minute adjustment that I made today. Here on the back, or on the lower back, it says Filthy Animal. And I had a Christmas shirt from Home Alone, and it said, Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. So the shirt was so worn out, so I cut out Filthy Animal. And I'm gonna glue it on to here, but I'm just gonna put it on first so I know just about where. I'm sorry, I'm very concentrated right now, and I'm only wearing pants, so I can't show my... I have to be careful what I'm showing. Now, here we go. Filthy Animal. Jacket has been here all day, so the letters is all over the place now, so I have to... It's hard doing this with one hand. Be right back. Here we go. Filthy Animal. I think it looks very cool, and I will show you the jacket in its entire greatness when I'm done with it. I think this is the final touches for now. The jacket will never be done. You say, oh, I'm done, but then you get some ideas, and then you redo it like I did last minute. It looks more like a biker vest now. Cowboys from Hell, Stockholm, Filthy Animal, but it looks cool. So, let's see the final results. Here we go. So, here's the front. I love the leopard details, and that it's all black and white now. Cowboys from Hell, asshole, skull, crossbones, safety pins, leopard details, studs all the way around, triple X, leopard collar. I love the collar. It's the cherry on top, I think. Oh yeah, flex those muscles, sexy guy. Yeah. And here's the back. The Backyard Babies inspired skull, Cowboys from Hell, Filthy Animal, Motley Crue, Stockholm. It looks kind of like a biker vest, and I apologize for my sweatpants. I usually wear black tight jeans to a blue vest. I don't want it to look like a coverall or a suit out of jeans. I like the contrast, black and blue. So never the same jeans fabric on top as on bottom. Filthy Animal, Motley Crue, leopard details, 360 all the way around. I like this vest very much, and What I like about this DIY project is that you can customize as much as you want to, and you can change the appearance of it anytime you want, and if you do so, it just looks cooler. See you next time!